Fact 1. Heat-sensing pits in pythons. Picture yourself in the pitch-black jungle. You can't see a thing. But for a python, it's a different story. These snakes have tiny heat-sensing pits along their upper lip, almost like built-in night vision goggles. These labial pits are actually specialized organs called pit organs, which can detect infrared radiation from warm-blooded animals up to a meter away. This adaptation is so sensitive that pythons can strike accurately at prey even in total darkness. And it's not just pythons. Pit vipers and some boas have evolved similar abilities. Scientists have studied the neural pathways involved, finding that the information from these pits is processed in the same part of the brain as visual data, essentially giving the snake a thermal image overlay on its vision. That's next-level superpower right there. Fact 2. The Radium Girls. Humans have chased glowing mysteries too, but sometimes the cost is high. Back in the early 1900s, young women called the Radium Girls painted watch dials with glowing radium paint. Radium, discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie in 1898, was once marketed as a miracle substance, used in everything from toothpaste to health tonics. To get a fine tip on their brushes, they'd lick them, not realizing they were swallowing radioactive poison. The effects were devastating. Jaw necrosis, anemia, and bone fractures became common among the workers. The company denied responsibility for years, even as the women's health deteriorated. Many suffered painful illnesses, but their bravery exposed the dangers of radiation, forever changing workplace safety standards. Their legal battle led to landmark labor laws and the creation of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, decades later, ensuring safer conditions for millions of workers worldwide. Hidden truths can be life-changing and sometimes life-saving. Fact 3. Auto-Brewery Syndrome. Some secrets are brewing right inside us. Meet Auto-Brewery Syndrome, a rare condition where your gut microbes ferment carbs into alcohol. This syndrome is most often linked to an overgrowth of yeast, like Saccharomyces cerevisiae or Candida, in the digestive tract. Imagine eating bread or pasta and suddenly feeling tipsy, even though you haven't had a single drink. Documented cases have shown blood alcohol levels high enough to cause legal intoxication, and some patients have even been mistakenly accused of secret drinking. It comes with dizziness and hangover-like symptoms, and it's treated with antifungals and a low-carb diet. In some cases, probiotics and strict medical supervision are needed to restore a healthy gut balance. The syndrome is so rare that fewer than 100 cases have been reported in medical literature, but it highlights the complex and sometimes unpredictable relationship between humans and their microbiome. Just goes to show, your body can sometimes throw the wildest parties without you even knowing. Fact 4. Pyramid workers paid in beer. Speaking of ancient parties, did you know beer was currency in ancient Egypt? Workers building the Great Pyramids of Giza were often paid in bread and beer, several liters a day. Archaeological evidence shows that beer was a staple of the Egyptian diet, brewed from emmer wheat and flavored with dates or herbs. It wasn't just for fun, beer was packed with nutrients and kept them hydrated and energized during those long, hot days. Ancient records estimate that workers received up to 4 liters of beer daily, and the beverage was so important that it was offered to the gods and used in religious ceremonies. Beer brewing was a highly respected craft, and even children drank a diluted version. Without beer, some of history's greatest wonders might never have been built. Fact 5. The oldest religious texts, the pyramid texts. Deep within those same pyramids, another secret was carved into stone, the pyramid texts. These are the oldest religious writings ever found, dating back over 4,000 years. Inscribed on the walls of the pyramids of Saqqara, these texts were reserved for pharaohs and high-ranking officials, and they provide a window into ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. Packed with magical spells, they were meant to help pharaohs navigate the afterlife. The texts include incantations for protection, guidance, and transformation, and many of these spells were later adapted into the coffin texts and the Book of the Dead, influencing Egyptian religion for centuries. They even mention Osiris, the god of the underworld, for the very first time in history. Osiris became the central figure in Egyptian mythology, symbolizing resurrection and eternal life, and his story shaped religious thought throughout the ancient world. Which of these hidden truths blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments.